Legion, as you'll hear, like always. And yeah, we got some more of that mute math coming out. This is my heart, I believe. For anybody that went back and actually watched it, or for the new people that saw it first, you know, so you got a good comparison. We ended up, for anybody that remembers that reaction, I ended up really liking that song a lot. I thought it was really good. Trying to figure out the lyrics to this to make sure I got the right video and the right name for the song. I get to hear a little bit of it, and I don't know how I'm going to feel about this. I honestly don't know. So, yeah, we can just get into it and check it out and see what it's all about and hope it's good. Also, if I don't add a little note at the beginning of the interview video, when I was trying to fix the side scrunching and the top coming down of the interview video, I think I accidentally left it muted for about 10 seconds at the end of it. So, my bad. Not something super important, but maybe I'll check in the... maybe when I do part 2, I'll tie in the ending of that interview for like the last 30 seconds and then go into the next interview. I think we'll do it that way. I didn't realize until I was done with my video that I actually muted my computer, not my microphone. And I somehow didn't unmute it when I was fucking with it. So, my bad. So let's just get into it, like I said, and check it out. And let's hope it's good, man. My heart, it has a very high standard, I think, because it was already good. For me, I think personally, more than Mute Math has been songs I haven't been a fan of that he's been redoing in a whole different tone and style that I have liked. And so everything that he's done that I've already heard and liked, I have not so much cared for it on the Mute Math. So let's get into the Mammoth Mute. Let's go. I think this is my heart. If it's not, I'm going to be really upset. It's a little loud for me, but okay, we'll just leave it. It's fine. This dancing, man. Oh my god. And there's the song we all know. Oh, right. It's alright so far. I like that mic effect. Is your face? Okay. I'm liking that. Come on, Josh. Let's see the drums, man. Come on, give us a drum, man. Let's give us some drums. Oh, jeez. Shh. I'm liking it.
You fell asleep in my car. I drove the whole time, but that's okay. I'll just avoid the hole so you sleep fine. I'm driving here, I say, cursing my government for not using my taxes to fill holes with more cement.
I like this tone.
You fell asleep in my car, I drove the whole time, but that's okay, I'll just avoid the hole so you sleep fine. I'm driving here, I say, cursing my government for not using my taxes to fill holes with more cement. Sometimes you gotta bleed to know, oh, oh, that your life and have a soul. Oh, oh, but it takes someone to come around to show you how. She's the tear in my heart. I'm alive, she's the tear in my heart.
The technical aspects I'm really enjoying.
Take me higher than I've ever been. tearing my heart. It's my armor, she's the tearing my heart. She's a karma, she's a butcher with a smile. Got me farther than I've ever been.
He's a fucking going to town, man.
It's my armor, she's the tearing my heart. She's a carver, she's a butcher with a smile. Got me farther
Is he describing it as a serial killer?
than I've ever been.
I don't know if it's because I'm like really tired or. All right, and then that's kind of the end of that. So I think this is gonna go into the whole category of not better than the original. I think for sure. The next one that comes after this, let me just check real quick. It is, oh god, what is it? Is it Lane Boy? Oh, I think I said that before. I think Lane Boy is the last song on this album, which I haven't heard the original. So what we will be doing, Jesus, that fucking where's that Billy Madison thing right here? Come on. What we will be doing is doing not in one video because I think it'll just take way too long. Is I'll try to do a reaction for the Lane Boy midweek next week. Wednesday. Let's just say midweek for us, or my schedule is about Thursday or Friday, because that's just what it is for me. So let's just say we'll do the original, and we'll have it sometime up in the next day or two, Thursday, Friday, maybe Saturday, and then maybe Saturday, Sunday, or Monday we'll have the last of the MUTEMATH. I'll try to put the MUTEMATH out the day after I do a reaction to the Lane Boy in general. I don't want to put them out on the same day, but I want to have them fairly close. Maybe a day apart. Maybe that's what we'll do. Maybe we'll have them a day apart instead. Do one, upload some other stuff, bring the other ones out. As far as My Heart, I think that's what the label, that's what it said when I was looking it up. And so I don't think it's Tearing My Heart. I think it's My Heart. When I look at the name of it, it is Tearing My Heart. Whoops, well, I'm stupid. We all just heard what that was. Let's just get a little feel of what we were just listening to. Look, this is the original. Let's just skip to some random part in the middle. It's just, I think it's more of a robust sound on this. The drums, man, the drums are really insane, I think, on this song. And this is just kind of I think there's just more to the song. This is the part we just listened to, pretty much. So let's just listen. I won't even look at the video. I had a look. There's an epic part in here, too. Hold on. It's right here. His wife's beating the shit out of him. Or what I was told was his wife. Maybe it was the music video that made it more epic. Still good, but this is kind of this is the original. Yeah, see, there's just something about it. What is that, like a keyboard in the back? The extra, not mechanical, but like the soundboardy sound that's overlaid on top of the music. It's just a little extra. The tone in his voice, the way the effect on his mic on this one, it's all a little different. Like I said, I definitely think that whatever I feel is the problem with the original musics that I've not liked, whatever one it was, the MUTEMATH has made better, I guess. So whatever weirdness was in his original music that I'm just like, oh, I'm not feeling that kind of, like that, the do 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 do, like that, like the noise in the background that was overlaid. Some people may not like that. So you get onto the MUTEMATH and it's like, oh, okay, it's like not calmer, but it's a different version. It's just kind of it's like cleaner, or it's more traditional, let's say. It's a loud car. So I think that's where people get that. You know, I think that's why the MUTEMATH might be so popular. It's just a whole different rendition of the song. So for me, a lot of the music that they've done that I've just like, that's not my thing, man. It's just too quirky, or it's just too it's just like there's like the 21 Pilot style, and then there's like deep 21 Pilot style where they go above and beyond the weirdness factor. And I think that's also, it's like it's almost like Corey Feldman level. Corey Feldman's the guy that, oh god, just can't do music. Just, you know, if you remember Ross from Friends when he was trying to do music, but it was just sound effects on the keyboard. There's like 21 Pilots is so talented, they make almost like that level of music incredibly good, right? I'm not saying it's like that bad, but it's that quirky, it's that unique. You know, Car Radio is just a bizarre song, and you know, it's when you get to something that bizarre, and maybe it's just not a bizarre in the type of style of music or music that I really like, I guess, and not music, but the instruments. Maybe when they get to such bizarreness, and it's the instruments I'm not a fan of, you go to the MUTEMATH and it's like, oh shit, okay, this is what happens if you strip away all that extra, audio stuff they did to it, or the producers, or Tyler being, weird, trying to add some kind of effect on his microphone, or that overlay they had on the traditional song, and they go into the mute, and it is just a bunch of talented people playing instruments very well is what I meant to say. And I think that's the appeal for MUTEMATH for me, is whatever I've not liked as far as their quirkiness, they've made up in what they're doing in the mute, which is, more, I guess, traditional. Not really traditional, but along those lines. As far as this one goes, I think that Tear Up My Heart, the original, was just, it was like, not like what everybody else does, but almost like a house party kind of, everybody can kind of get up and jump around to it and whatever, with the beat going on. Everybody can just listen to it on the go. It's fine. And you get into MUTEMATH and it's like, okay, you took a song that, for me, in my opinion, for me, it was not out there. It was pretty level-headed. We've heard people, all kinds of musicians, say that do and sing just out there. Avenged Sevenfold's Backcountry is just album, or whatever it was, album version or something like that, or whatever. That song was just out there for them. And, if you change it, you're like, oh, that's cool. But, like, you didn't need to bring down a song that was a song that was already, like, this is like Extreme. Here is above Extreme. And so they took a slightly above average, as far as Extreme levels go, song, and they just brought it down to what's, like, normal. And that's kind of how I'm looking at it. Tear Up My Heart was not an outrageous song. It wasn't just weird or bizarre. Lyrics aside, musically, the sound of it, everybody didn't go, what the fuck's going on in this song? Nobody said that. And yet they took a song that everybody goes, that's cool, throw that on, or something like that. The parts of that song, we can all have fun in some kind of party, whatever. So they took something that everybody can kind of get on board with, and they brought it back. For me, the best part about MUTEMATH, especially the earlier versions, is when they took some of the either notable songs or out there songs, and they brought them to a different level. Like Heathens and Blurry Face were just notable. They weren't out there either. They weren't super crazy, but they were iconic. And when they redid them like, most likely when he wrote Blurry Face and Heathens, he probably has a handful of different ways he could sing it, perform it, music, all that stuff. He probably, picked the one he thought was the best, but he probably had other versions that he thought was also good. So when he redid it, he's like, some of them, like, it's just really hard to explain, right? You got the iconic, you got the insane, and then you got the what else? So Heathens and Blurry Face, iconic, I think. As far as more mainstream, I guess. Iconic, just good. Good for everyone. That's what I mean by iconic. Which means most likely you have a bunch of different versions of ways to play it, right? Then you had the bizarre, which could definitely use a tone down or a switch up or a mash up, a change up, whatever you want to describe it as, and have a different version of it. And it's easy to do the first two because you either had it pre-thought out or you went, this one was so insane and I've evolved since I made the song, I could redo the song in a different format and it come out great. Then there's the what else. I feel Tear Up My Heart was the what else. They needed something to add in the mute math and they said, let's just do this. I really want to do it. But they really didn't need to. They didn't have to do this. I feel like that Tear Up My Heart, maybe for people that are huge fans of 21 Pilots, this could have been like a fan favorite that I don't know about. And there could be some other factors I'm not seeing. But for me, Tear Up My Heart seems like well, what else are we going to throw in the album? I don't really have anything else I really want to or screw up. What else do I want to redo? And I think Tear Up My Heart was one where we're going, I kind of want to do a different version of this. Let's just try it out. And it came out okay, good, but not even close to being a favorite of this album or a Mute Mouth specifically. The Mute Mouth redo or whatever you want to call it, the new session of it is not at all good compared to the original. It's probably the least favorite on this entire album, besides maybe the last one I didn't like, which I don't even remember what that one was called, and I don't want to remember. And because the actual song was good. And then it's just not good on this album. It's not good in general, I don't think, or not good, but it's not on my top tier. It's not even the top, 50, I don't even know if they have 50 songs. It's not even the top 50 of what I would think a decent 21 Pilot song was. This version of Tear My Heart was it was almost pointless in my eyes. It didn't need to be redone. The original was good. It was good right in the middle ground. Between every little spectrum, it fit right in the center as just good. Perfect area. May not be the perfect song for you or me or anybody else, but if you liked it, most likely it was right in the sweet spot of all music of whatever genre you kind of liked. And it wasn't just too out there, it wasn't too conservative. It was just a good written song, good music, good tones, good music video. To redo it in a very plain format like this takes it in some random direction that I'm not there. I'm not over there. And that's where I think the song's at. And that's just, I don't know, I'm trying to get it in some kind of cohesive fashion here, a thought, but I don't know. When you have your first thoughts and it's just getting less and less appealing to listen to this song and you're trying to explain it, you just start coming up with more and more, analogies and stuff. So, apologies for that. Wow, I really thought I was going to get done around 12 or 13 minutes. I didn't realize I was going to be kind of not hate on the song, but just not be a fan of it for a whole extra 7 minutes or something. I'm going to end it right there, though. I've rambled enough. Thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out. Yeah, man, I know a lot of people are very into the Mute Man. A lot of people love coming for the Mammoth Mute, I'm telling you. And just because I wasn't a fan of this song doesn't mean that, you have to feel any other way about it. This is just my opinion. This is just how I feel about it. For me, it's what have you listened to now? 5? Is it 5 or 6? Is it it's all in their favor minus the 2? Let's just put it that. So it's 4 good versions on the Mute Math, 2 not good versions. And that's or however many it is. And I think that's what we'll kind of leave it there. I can't wait to check out Lane Boy. A lot of people have requested it. I've never done it. I think a lot of people. I don't even have it on my list. I downloaded it on my own, I think. So we got Lame Boy, the traditional music video version, and then I'll be doing I'll be finishing up, the MUTEMATH. The Mammoth will be going into hibernation until they do something else, and that'll kind of come to the end of this session. I'm glad I took one at a time, spaced it out, got to enjoy it all, and not just do it all in like a week or something like that. That's really cool. I didn't pre-record any of this, so I got to enjoy it throughout the times and not just be like, oh yeah, it's that thing I listened to way back, then. I get to listen to it whenever we do these videos. So anyways, thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out. Sorry I went on a little long, but these are my thoughts. And for anybody that likes my thoughts, here you go. For anybody else, well, they're probably gone by now. So either way, for all people on all walks of life here on this channel, on this video specifically, thanks for giving me a view. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for being a part of the channel in some way or another. Whether you follow, you like, you share, it's all good to me. And if you want to leave a comment, love to see and love to hear all the comments. I'll see you on whatever video I'm doing next. Once again, my name is Azrael, and my voice is going out right now, and I need to do 2 more reactions. Injustice. Marvel, Capcom. Let's go. I'll see you then.